Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera. We're here again for another live color along. How is everyone this morning? Let me see if I can share this to certain people. Let's see. So we're coloring today. Hey, Colleen, Tammy, Mary, Alice. Who else is here with us this morning? Alice says, I was thinking of so many other things this morning and I almost forgot about the color along. Hey, I was thinking of other things too. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about how miserable it is outside. I was thinking about just how much it is raining here. And I am just crossing my fingers that we do not lose power or internet. Oh, Billy Joe is here. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm using Crayola crayons today. And we're going to get started in just a few minutes because we want to make sure everyone gets here because it's only like 2 minutes to the hour. Mary was commenting that there was no sound. So thank you, Alice, for clarifying that. I usually turn on the microphone closer to the hour, like right before we start. So Yvonne Beaver is here. Good morning to Yvonne. How did you find us, Yvonne? Do you watch all the time? Let me see. So I'm excited today because we have a color along, of course, as always, a happy day. But my brand new book called Dogs and Puppies Coloring Book for All is live on Amazon finally. I don't know what the heck happened. Is that what we're getting? Is this Fred? Well, Fred needs to go home, let me tell you, because it's terrible out. So the book is finally on Amazon. It took a little bit of a while. I don't know what happened. Apparently, I called them twice. There was a glitch. Last night, I just told the universe that it needed to be live today, and lo and behold, it's here. So I'm really excited about this book. And it is filled. I'm going to do just a quick flip through while we're waiting for everyone, and then I'll do it again before we leave today. Tammy, I'm so sorry to hear that you're not doing that great. I did see that you had surgery. You fell flat on your back last night. Oh, my goodness. Oh no, be careful, as I say to my dogs. Does anybody else tell their dogs to be careful? No, I do. I tell them to be careful. I don't know why. I hope you feel better. So this book has drawings of dogs that were submitted by all of you, all of the colorists that follow me on either Facebook coloring group with the Just Color group, or they follow me just on my regular Facebook page. Some of them just follow me on my own personal page and don't color at all. So that was really cool about this, is that a lot of people got involved with this book that do not color at all. So this morning I'm just going to do a quick flip through, and what's cool, what the other part is exciting about this is that every dog that was submitted got in the book. Every dog that got submitted is on the back cover in a full photo in a collage, and I've got some dogs on the cover also. So if you submitted a dog and you didn't make it to this book, I had to say, okay, enough. I have enough dogs. I've got to start drawing and get the book out, because it was going on and on and on. So if you still have a dog that you've submitted and it did not get into this book, you know who you are, because I've commented on every single one of them. Then I'm going to be working on a second volume, because this was a lot of fun to draw. So let's see who's here first. So we have Penny and Bandit is Susan Day's dog. Let me see if I can remember all this. Penny is Fern's dog. And all of the pages look like this. This is Cowboy and Biscuit. Cowboy belongs to Pam Schaefer-Boyk. I'm not sure who Biscuit belongs to. Biscuit, let me see. I have my cheat sheet here, because Biscuit, oh my goodness. This book also includes pages called Meet the Dogs, and all the dogs are throughout these pages with their little names on them, because on the bottom of every page is everybody's name too. So I was trying to keep it organized so everyone would know who everybody was. I do not have the people's names in this book though, because I thought that was kind of a violation. This is Oshie and Griffin. This is Pompeii, Bailey, and Rizzo. I know Rizzo belongs to Barbara Leonard. Rocky, Meaty, Kirby, and Candy. Ashley Harding is the dog mom for Meaty, Kirby, and Candy. And for Rocky, I gotta get my cheat sheet here. A lot of dogs. I think there's like 60 dogs that were submitted, something like that. I know, Paisley. Rocky belongs to Crystal Carpenter. And Biscuit belongs to Crystal Carpenter also. Oh, that's why I was getting confused. Okay. I've got to get my dog something. I can't ignore them. Willow is Annette Wheeler's dog, and Tinkerbell is Melody Jones's dog. Let me get Scarlet a Paisley and Biscuit. Hang on a second. Come on. Okay, sorry about that. So this book really kind of made me think. It was just fun to draw, but it made me think of so many more books to do. So I'm definitely going to do another dog book. I'm going to do a cat book, so you can submit your cats. And I'm kind of bouncing on the idea of doing a book where you submit your house, a picture of your house, and it would be in a book, like a tiny house book type thing. Oreo and Maddie belong to Linda Rubin Gordon, so they're really cool. This is a border collie. I'm not sure what kind of dog Maddie is, but I have to take another look. Riley and Roxy. Roxy is Diana Mauricio's dog, one of her many, many dogs. And Riley, where is Riley? I have a huge list. It's a scribble. Oh, Riley is Deborah Daly's dog. So, Lola and Grace. Lola is actually a really good friend of mine. This is her dog, Lola, my friend Karen. And Amy Morse. Amy Morse is Grace's mom. Domino, Zen Zen, and Griffin. Mamie Hickstead is the proud dog mama of Zen Zen, which is right here in the middle. And Domino is Diana Mauricio's dog. And Griffin is Sean Hansen's dog. So I don't know if Sean is watching. I did see Mamie watching just a little bit ago. So this book's, it's finally live on Amazon. Let me just tell my dogs this is the last biscuit. This is the last one, you guys. Kathy Mankin's dogs, Lizzie and Dakota. These two dogs just cracked me up, actually, because everyone submitted their photograph of the dogs, and then I drew them in my own style. So they're not realistic, but I think that I captured it. I hope I did. I hope that people are happy with how I captured the dogs. And then the pages have this at the end of the book. There's these pages like this that have different dogs in these little boxes, so that you can kind of see who is who. What's what. This is Ollie, which is one of my dog nephews, so that's kind of cool. Ryder, Cooper, and Winston. This is cool. Cooper is Namie Handsaker's dog, and Winston is Annette Wheeler's dog, and Ryder is a dog friend of Renee Gross. Miko and Tyler. Kerry Taylor is Tyler's dog mom, and Miko is... Where is Miko? Miko is Christina Speldy's dog. That's right. Charlie and Rosie. This is my dog niece and my dog nephew. You hear me talk about them all the time. They hang out at my house a lot. Make me barely tired, but they're adorable. Buckeye and Zoe. Julie Rhodes. Julie Rhodes has Buckeye and Zoe. Buckeye is a boxer and Zoe is a pit bull mix. Really cool. Very, very cool name. The names are the best. I love the name of this dog named Z, and that dog is Lara Wiley Morgan's dog. And Chelsea is Tisha Neal's dog. And Bear, there was a couple of dogs named Bear, but this dog is Lisa Russell's dog. So that's really cool. Baby Girl, Moose, and Precious Party Girl. Precious Party Girl, the name just completely cracks me up because she's just official name, Precious Party Girl, is Caddy Joyful Heart's dog. And then Baby Girl... Where is Baby Girl? Sarah Christine Wells is Baby Girl. And is that a schnoodle? Sarah Christine Wells. Okay. And then Moose is a little pup. And that actually is a really dear friend of mine. My friend Paige, who I have known, I think I've known her entire life. And now she's just an adult with a dog. And it's really cool. So that's Moose. So I'll consider him my like nephew also, because I'm really, really close to Paige. And then we have Bear, Axel, Dio, and Ozzy. And this is all Jeanette Kimberly Jones's little family, which is really cool. Barkley and Sally are Lisa Brown Harmon's dogs. And Zeus is Naomi's dog. Willie, Georgia, and May. These are my dogs, actually, and these dogs are no longer with me, but this is my wire hair pointer, my dog Georgia, who's my inspiration for every bit of artwork that I do, and my English setter May was my very first English setter, who's no longer with me, but they had to make it into the book, right? And then we have Java and Bella. I love the names, right? The names are cool. What does everybody think about these awesome names? Java and Bella. Java is Juliet Cunningham Wright's dog, and Bella is Bonnie Oxley Fromet's dog. And there's so many different breeds that people have. That's the part that's really amazing to me. Mary Hannah submitted her dogs, Holly and Hershey. So these are adorable. And of course, Scarlett and Paisley had to make it into the book because they think they're all that in a bag of chips. And that's it for the dog book. So I wanted to just kind of flip through that and show you the different pages. Can everybody hear me okay? I feel like maybe my sound is off. Can you hear me okay, Alice? What we're going to do is do this color along today with this. I think we can hear me, right? How's my video doing? Give me a heart or a thumbs up or a like or something to let me know that you can see this video and that we are still live. I feel like it might have lost something. Give me a heart or a thumb. Lynn, can you hear me okay? All right, cool. All right, somebody's giving me a heart. All right, so that's all I need to know. Just one person. Hey, good morning, Bev Larson. All right, so we're coloring today from Color Along Volume 16. We only got a few more weeks left of this book. I had to cancel last week's Color Along. My apologies. But life gets in the way sometimes. Okay, cool. I like the idea of little houses. I do too. Thank you, Lynn. I do too. I think it would be cool to draw everyone's house, and everyone's house could be in the book, you know? Without the address, of course. So we're coloring today in the Impressionism style, and Impressionism is actually, this worksheet is from, or this technique is also included in one of my coloring tutorial books, the Coloring Handbook Volume 1. So if you can take a look at this, we're just going to take a look at this page only because I just want everyone to understand where this technique comes from. And this technique basically comes from the Impressionism style. Can you tell I'm having a little bit of trouble here getting everything situated? The Impressionism style of painting from the 1800s. So different artists like Van Gogh, Monet, or Pissarro, and it's little strokes, little dog strokes. What am I saying? Little strokes that you can usually see with the paintbrush. But today we're going to simulate that by using crayon like that. So I'm just going to get started with these Crayola crayons, and I'm going to get started with this blue color here, which is like a turquoise. And we're just going to kind of go like this throughout the whole thing, heavy pressure, light pressure to mimic what's happening with Impressionism. Thank you so much, Mamie. Thank you so much for submitting Zen Zen. Paisley, what is happening, my friend? Here. Okay, lay down. Come over here and lay down. Come here. Come here. Come here, come up on the couch. Go ahead. Lay down so we can talk to you. Lay down. There you go. Paisley's part of the color along today then. All right, so I'm just going to do some quick strokes. You know, the book took forever. Dogs and Puppies took forever to come out. Apparently there was some technical glitch happening over at Amazon when it came to publishing. But I do know that if you order it today, usually they were on like a 5-day shipping time or something, which was, again, crazy. But now it is like a 2-day shipping. I ordered my copy this morning, and it looks like it's going to be here on Saturday. So what I'll do is I'll do another live video at some point over the weekend. I'm just not sure when or what time. When the book arrives is when it basically is going to dictate when I'll do it. So here is just kind of this turquoise color. And then I'm going to go back over here too, because this is the water. But I still feel like this could be a splash. And then maybe this one could be a splash. So let's do this one as a splash also. a splash of water. So tiny strokes, and you can actually go back in too with some white and kind of blend that blue. So Impressionism is all about seeing the brush strokes, seeing the little strokes, and the other part is that you want to go kind of step away from it, from like, when you're looking at a painting, I guess you could do the same thing with the coloring page, is basically step away from it like 5 to 8 feet and kind of squint a little bit, open your eyes, and then you'll be able to kind of see it. The other thing that happens with Impressionism is that the proximity of the colors, similar to pointillism, right? Similar to pointillism, the proximity of the colors will dictate or will give the illusion that there is another color. So if you have, for example, some blue and some yellow next to each other, mixed in with all these little tiny strokes, then because blue and yellow make green, then it will look like it is green. Does that make sense? So the closer they are, and the darker the color will appear, the further apart it is, the lighter the color would appear. So similar to pointillism, it's all about those short strokes. Hey, Bonnie Hughes, I was just thinking of you the other day and thinking to myself, I haven't seen Bonnie Hughes at a color along in a while, unless I have, but I forgot. I don't know. So just kind of giving it these little tiny strokes. And you know, one of the ways to do this too is to color a base layer that's stated in this third paragraph. And as you can tell, I am not doing that. Because what that base layer does is basically allow for any of the white that might be peeking through to no longer be white. So instead, what I'm going to do is use that white in a to my advantage. So I want that white to kind of still peek through. If you don't want any white peeking through, then you could give it a quick quick color base layer, you know. So, and this the first volume of the coloring handbooks has the tutorial for Impressionism, and it has a worksheet right here where you can kind of practice with different strokes and just practice this technique. My lighting is terrible today, by the way. I'm going to say it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you what happened. This lamp that I have that's hooked onto my desk, like one of those, like, you know, swing arm lamps, like a desk lamp, like a goose, not a gooseneck, the kind that clamps to the desk. What is that called? Swing arm? Anyway, the hardware that was attached to the desk to hold the lamp completely broke. And I've tried fixing it, and then I finally realized last night that I needed to be smart about it and look on Amazon and see if I could order a part. And lo and behold, they sell it. So it'll be here tomorrow, I think. So that base is being delivered tomorrow. I don't know what I was thinking, that I didn't think that I could order that piece, you know? Anyway, so what's new with everyone? Anything exciting happening in anybody's world? I was going to use one of the lamps that I used for that giveaway, the one that Alice won, but I decided not to because it was really not something that I needed in a magnifying situation. I just needed to get some light on what I was coloring. So that's what's happening. All right, so what else is going on that I wanted to tell you? There was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. All right, so starting September 1st, I am participating along with a few other artists in an auction style. I know, what would we do without Amazon? You are right, Lynn. I am participating in an auction style artist collective group, and it's called Creative Souls Collective. And if you're interested in joining the group, I can send you the invite. I can pop the link here in the comments if anyone is interested. But I am participating in this group, and we are selling our artwork in an auction style format. And The artists that are involved is myself, I'm involved. It has nothing to do with coloring books. That's the other thing. We are selling other artwork. We're selling paintings, jewelry. Deborah Muller is part of it. Nola Hensel is part of it. So there's some familiar names. There's some names that you may not be familiar with. Melissa Sides is part of it. Tiffany Krasinski, I hope I'm saying her name correctly. So these artists are all selling different mediums. I am going to be offering some different artwork that I have some paintings that I'll be selling, but I'm also going to be selling a new medium that I've been working with, which is painting with wool. So that will be part of the auction. So I'm just going to mix this blue here, and I'll show you what I have actually for these wool paintings. I've been posting them on social media over the past couple of days. I've worked on 2 of them so far, and they're just kind of landscapes similar to what I do with paintings, but they are, and you could also kind of consider them maybe like an Impressionism style. Mary Seal says, I'm banned from Amazon. My sister told me I can't order anything. Oh, I don't know what I would do, Mary. I don't know. What would we do without it? They do have everything. One day I'm going to order a tiny home. I mean, I'd like to just order something really bizarre, right? But Lynn turned me on to that other site, Woot. Is that how you say it? Or you say it Woot? And I ordered something there the other day. So the prices were incredible. I ordered those Blink cameras. So I ordered 2 of them, Lynn, and I think they're coming today or tomorrow. So that'll be exciting. Then I'm really going to be a true Mrs. Kravitz. Yes, fiber art is what it's called, exactly. Some people call it fiber art. Some people call it painting with wool. You want me to show you what I'm talking about? Let me know if you want me to show it to you. I don't like to push my artwork on people, you know. People may be like, well, what the heck? I came here to color. Are you getting emails from Woot Daily? No, I'm not. I don't know why. Bonnie says, my husband also banned me from Amazon. They have everything, though, don't they? I mean, I ordered stuff like, I don't just order fun stuff. I ordered everything. Clothing. I ordered a cool sweater the other day. What else did I order? I ordered coffee the other day. I ordered a lot of food. I think it's the best invention. But also I've been doing some curbside pickup at a supermarket, so I think that's the other cool invention. I mean, what is I should have just been like that all the time. Yeah, Woot, W-O-O-T is the name of it. It's an Amazon company. Lynn, I was surprised at that. But they're not sending me daily emails, no. What happens in the daily emails? Are they funny? Maybe your husband needs to, Bonnie, maybe your husband needs to order something for himself, like a fun thing, and then he can be like, you know, addicted to it, like the rest of us are. I'm going to go with white on top of it. Just on top of this. So it's just kind of blending it together, but you can still see those strokes. Yeah, I've never gotten anything good unboxed. I've never seen anything, and I don't know if I'm brave enough to do the Misfits. There's a produce, like I don't even know what it's called. I'm not sure if it's called a produce share. Anyway, it's a local co-op type thing in my neighborhood, and you can sign up for it. And it's kind of expensive. I want to say it's $30 a week or something for produce, and you never know what you're going to get. It's weird. But you know, today's Thursday, and there's this other group. I should remember to do it tonight. This other group that has a farmer's market at a local park, and it's totally free. Everything in the farmer's market is free. Well, I don't understand why I'm not getting these emails, Lynn. Do you like getting an email every day from the same place? I've tried that, and I guess I just wasn't interesting enough to have an email every day. Somebody else I know was going to do that too. All right, so this one is just going to be this just basic blue, right? Basic blue color, boring color. I'm hoping that my doorbell doesn't ring in the middle of this, by the way, because I have something that needs to be repaired at my house, and I'm hoping that they're not going to show up in the middle of this, so we're going to see what happens. I need to make sure that I am complete by like 5 of 11 or something, so I have to watch the time. Usually I don't watch the time. All right, so now I'm just going back over this with white, and as you can see, this particular section here, I'm leaving that white that's shining through, and then down here, I'm just going to kind of alternate it a little bit, and just kind of do some short strokes, all different ways. The website is called woot.com. Lynn's going to pop it in for us if she can. Lynn's our link popper inner. Oh, really? They weren't always with Amazon? Oh, well, I liked that it had an Amazon link to it. It was way too easy to order, I gotta tell you, because once apparently I had already been part of it. Did you know that? Did I tell you that, Lynn? I guess I had already been part of it, and when I logged onto it, I was able to connect to my Amazon account. Connects the payment methods. That's scary when that happens, isn't it? That's very scary. They did have a cool computer on there, though, that was it was a Mac. It was a desktop, iMac desktop, and I think it was only $4.99. That was a deal. All right, so there's my bottom section. Again, I'm going to add a little bit of white. To all of this. And now I'm going to start, well, I want to make the boat red, actually, because why not? But the boat, I'm going to do kind of a contrast, and I'm going to just leave it a solid red crayon color. I'm not going to do anything else to it. And I'm going to leave my sails white, because I feel like it'll make it pop. I wasn't trying to make this, like, you know, primary color central here, but apparently it's happening. So, all right, so there's the red. And now I'm going to jump over here to the sunny part of the day, and I'm going to add some yellow to these, like, waves that are happening here, waves of sun rays. And I'm going to take some yellow orange and go kind of close strokes. Just so it's kind of almost scribbly, but you want to kind of see those strokes. See how that made a difference? And just to kind of alternate a little bit, we're going to put the yellow-orange on this one. So it's definitely not a smooth, it doesn't look smooth, right? Your colors don't look completely smooth. And you could color in a sloppy way, and you can say, hey, this is my impressionistic style. So think of it that way. It's really something that anyone can do. Kids could do it because it's very scribbly. Add some yellow to this one and some yellow here. So I want to see all the strokes that are there. I hope that makes sense, right? I think you get it. I think we get the gist. Here's a little bit of this behind the boat, right? And now as we get closer to the water here, I'm just going to use some regular orange, which is just called, you know, orange. It has texture, exactly, Alice. Texture. It has texture, right? So is anybody else in the path of that crazy hurricane or whatever the heck is happening next week? Henri? You know who I'm surprised is not here? Is Sharon. Where is Sharon today? I'm surprised she's not here. So here is just this yellow-orange. I'm going to use maybe 3 colors in this one. And you know what, too? You could probably place something behind the page, too, Alice. I bet you could play something behind the page to give it that texture look. The impression of texture. Get it? For Impressionism? No, that's it. I guess, I mean, why the name, right? They're best viewed from a distance, right? And that's what kind of the description in this book is telling me. Telling me. That's what I wrote in this book. The linear perspective or proportion was not the focus of an impressionistic painting. So sometimes they're a little off, a little skewed, and that also could mean that maybe there's a still life, and if you looked at it, it may look like everything was going to roll off the table. You got a tornado warning? Did you really? Do you have tornadoes in New Jersey? My goodness. I swear we had a tornado at my house a few weeks ago. I have a gazebo in my backyard, and the whole thing just completely lifted off the ground. I swear a tornado touched down underneath it and swooped it up. And now I'm thinking that I need to take it down for whatever weather is happening on Sunday and Monday here. So I could use a few people. Okay, Mary's back. Cool. So come on over. Everyone can just grab a leg. I'll make pizza, right? Okay, so now I've got this yellow-orange, again, coloring yellow-orange here. A tornado a couple weeks ago hit a few places in New Jersey. I sat in my hallway for 2 hours. Oh, no. Is that the central part of the house? I'm going to assume. I don't even know where I would go if there was a tornado. Should I go to the basement? I don't even know what I would do. The middle of the house? I don't know. The middle of my house is like the largest room in the whole house, and I feel like that would be, it would sweep me away. Okay, so now I'm going to make my way up here, and I think I'm going to add some pink. I'm going to put some yellow in here, and then I'll add carnation pink. It's the only place without windows. Oh my goodness. Where would I go? I don't know where I would go, Lynn. There's windows everywhere. Does anybody else have this problem? I don't know. Now I'm thinking, where would I go? I would go in the basement, I guess. Why am I thinking of this? Go to the west wall in the basement. Thank you, Bev, as she says in her all caps. I feel like I've been told, Bev. I know it's because your keyboard's broken, but I think it's funny that you wrote it like that. Go to the west wall in basement, according to Bev. Okay. Storms come from west. Okay. Really? Okay. Sometimes they come from the east here. We have tornadoes in New York. Do you really? Oh, now I'm thinking about this tornado situation. See what's happening? What did you do for 2 hours in your hallway, Lynn? I had a friend in Alabama, and she always warned that. I think it's funny that you wrote it like that. In caps. No, it's okay. I know you're not yelling. Is anybody, I mean, I'm crap. Did anybody else think that was funny that she wrote it like that? I'm going to... Bev, if I ever have a tornado, I'm going to be thinking in my head of what you just wrote. I'm going to be thinking, go to west wall in basement. Go now. Hurry. Oh my goodness. I think I have got to get out more. I'm going to tell you. I colored, talked to the phone, and paste. Oh, brother. Well, at least you got your steps in, right? Oh, no. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Bev. Do you ever just, like, do things and then you're all of a sudden you're just, like, sitting there all by yourself, just completely cracking yourself up? Does anybody else have this happen to them? I'm going to put some pink here. Because, you know, pink sky at night. What is the saying? Pink sky at night, sailors delight. Pink sky in morning, sailors take warning. Right? Is that it? I know that from my sailing days. Oh, I don't know. Alice, I just think sometimes I just crack myself up. How about you? Do you do that? It's funny. Crack yourself up. Yes, right? I don't know what the heck I was doing last night. Oh, I don't remember what it was. And something happened, and I was sitting there watching TV by myself, and I thought, so all of a sudden I just started laughing. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I've got this section right here. Pink at night, sailors delight. Pink in morning, sailors take warning. Yes, exactly, Bev. See? I guess it means, now it's stopped here. It's nothing. I'm hoping that it's just going to not do anything for the rest of the day, but it's very dark. There's dark skies looming ahead. Oh, man. You're going to always think of that now. Every time there's going to be a tornado warning, we're going to all hear Bev's voice. Go now. Don't run. Do not stop and go. All right, short strokes here, and I'm going to go back with my yellow. I feel like this should be yellower than the rest, this little cluster here, you know? Little bit of a cluster. Oh, man. My mom thinks that I should do stand-up comedy. I told her that she's lost her mind. That I don't think so. I don't really think that I can do that. She told me, someone else told me I should have a comedy podcast. I don't know. Okay. So, good. Glad you remember because it's important. It's very important. Exactly. Maybe we should make a sign. I don't know where my west wall is, so I need to take a compass. Well, where does the sun come up? Where does the sunrise go to the opposite, right? If the sun rises in the east, so where does the sun rise when you look out the window? And then go to the opposite direct, then turn completely around. And poof, you are facing west, right? Everybody's going to go do that today. They're going to go stand in their house and say, okay, east, west. Oh, man, I'll tell you guys. It's always a good laugh at a color along. Short strokes here. And then again, some yellow up here. Some more orange, yellow-orange here. Up in here. I may have to put post notes on the walls. It is good information to know, Bonnie. You're right. It is. Exactly. What other little tidbit of information do we need to know? What other things do we need to know? I'm trying to think of other sayings. I'm going to go with pink in this section now. Some pink and some orange, actually. I didn't want that yellow. But what other crazy little tidbits do people have? When in doubt, throw it out. How about that? When it comes to, like, food. If you're in doubt, toss it. Don't eat bad. It'll keep you from eating anything that's bad. You know? Don't, like, smell the chicken and think, hey, I can do this. I bought some turkey last week, actually, at Whole Foods. And let me tell you, for the price, I am not happy with it. I should actually call them and get a refund because it only lasted 3 days. I mean, how long was this deli turkey supposed to last? I didn't think it was going to last only that amount of time. I could have lasted at least 4, maybe 5. I mean, it was insane. It turned like a gray color. I did not eat it. I'm always aware of what direction I'm in. I don't know how people don't know that even driving, Bev is saying. Yeah, I kind of am too, but a lot of people do not have that ability, do not understand that. It's like how the highways, do you know about this? Well, it must be like this everywhere, right? Hey, Sherry. I said hello to Sherry and Sari thought I was talking to her. How bold of her to assume that I was speaking to her. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe it. The west wall is in the kitchen, I think, and there's a window in my kitchen. Well, the sun rises in my backyard, so that's the east. and it sets in the front of my house. So that would be the west, right? So there you go. So that means that to my left, when I'm looking out my front door, would be the south, and to the right would be the north. So maybe I should draw that on the floor of my house. So when I stand in the middle of my living room and I face the front of my house, I am facing west. And I can say, go west, young man, right? I never know which direction I'm going, and I also don't read maps well. All right, well, does everybody know about, like, if the highway is 2 digits and it ends in an odd number, like 95, Route 95, that means it goes north to south. But if it is 2 digits and it ends in an even number, like Route 84 in Connecticut. Okay, Bonnie, we'll talk to you soon. Bonnie, you should submit your dog to the second book of the Dogs and Puppies. Bev Larson says all the roads and streets here are laid out north, south, east, west, and I always know which side of the street I have to go. Even numbers are on the northwest. You mean even like side streets are like that in little neighborhoods, Bev? At Canada, they've got their act together, right? Okay, so here is just the pink. All right, so now we're going to assume that the sun is rising in the east on this page. And here we are sailing away. So here's the east, here's the west. We should put it on here, right? East is here, west is here, north is here, and south is here. Did I do that right? Right? Quick, someone go get a compass. Okay, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy coloring page. Last week's coloring page was all about just a blue pen, and my apologies for not being able to do this, but let me see. We've got a couple more minutes here. Let me see if I can get a blue pen. I don't know if I have a blue pen. Just a blue pen. It could be any type of blue pen. It does not have to be a crayon, a pen, something blue, right? So I'm going to go with just this crayon. I just want to kind of get this colored in. So I'm going to go with blue crayon for this one. That's going to be my pen, quote unquote, air quotes happening there. Just to kind of get this in here. I'll add some blue here. But I think I do have a blue pen I could use for the rest. The front of my house is west, according to Alice. Let me see. How did we start talking about this? Part of my house is west, and it's the kitchen. I have a basement, but it's dirty in the basement with cobwebs. Maybe we need to have, my basement is kind of, needs some cleaning too. Maybe we should have like basement cleaning day, and then we can all have a little place to go when it's stormy. Lynn says New Jersey has lots of circles. One never knows a left turn is from the left or the right lane. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, what do they call them? Roundabouts? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, good point. Bev is telling Alice that if a tornado is coming, you are not going to worry about those cobwebs. I think I would be worried about them. I don't know if I would feel relaxed enough to sit there with them. I would want to, I got to get a good pen. I would want to make sure that they were not there. All right, here's my blue pen. So I'm just going to kind of give this one a speckled look on the K. The K for kindness. More kindness, less judgment. Wouldn't the world be a better place? Right? People are too judgy. Don't they? Jug handle turn. Oh, jug handle turns. Yeah, we have those. That's because no one can make up their mind. So they're driving down the street and they just like, oh, I've got to turn around. So you go to the jug handle. Does everyone know what that is? The jug handle turn. We have a lot of rotaries, or people call them roundabouts. And there's one near me that, I don't know who designed it, but they clearly did not know what they were doing, or at least they did not consult me during the process of planning it, because When you go to turn your wheel around it, I mean, I have a small car, so thank God I can actually maneuver myself around that. But if I was driving, you know, like my big giant truck, I would have to think twice about getting around that little circular thing. And the curb itself is very, very low to the ground. And so when it snows out, and there's a lot of snow, it's completely gone. You don't even see it. And the snow kind of covers the curb of it. So it's non-existent, basically, when it's winter. So clearly, the planning committee for this particular roundabout / rotary did not contact me, or I missed their announcement when they were asking for my input. Does anybody else feel like that? That maybe if they just asked for your input about what is happening, then you realize I'm saying this like as a joke, right? Okay. Does anyone else feel like this? That if someone just had contacted them and asked their opinion and given their input on the situation, then things would go much smoother, right? That's what I always say. No, I'm joking. I'm not that conceited. The less I have to be concerned about, the better. Whew. Okay. More kindness, less judgment. I agree that the road people should consult me first. That's what Lynn is saying. Right? They should. So many different things. I mean, I can name 5 things right off the top of my head. Roads. What else? I don't want to, can I say it? The big C? COVID. Can I say COVID? You know, like protection, whatever. Hey, Diana. What else should they have consulted me? Maybe like parking, like for a store and how the arrangement is, delivery services, and the U.S. mail. I'll tell you. Diana, we're talking about how things would go so much smoother if we were consulted first before something happened. Do you feel like that? Do you feel that, like, if someone should have like consult? Oh, Lynn, good one. I should also be asked to spell check menus in restaurants. Yes. How about maybe I should also be asked before someone posts something that says, you know, there, THERE versus THEIR. How about that? I'm kind of a little bit of a fanatic about stuff like that. Or, you know, it's with the apostrophe, or the word to, TO versus TOO. How about signage? Signage, people making a sign. I've always believed that that's something that should be taught when you're in school, about how to actually effectively make a sign. There's these kids, actually, speaking of rotaries and roundabouts and jug handles and the whole bit. There's this intersection near me that has like a big island in front of it. Oh, apostrophes, yes. A big island, like at the end of the intersection. And you know how sometimes like an island has a lot of landscaping, and then there's like a company that will sponsor the landscaping. So it's neatly groomed. It's pretty. But there's these kids that have been sitting out there all summer, and they are selling frozen lemonade. Now, first of all they have is a cooler, so how in the world is the lemonade even frozen? Second of all, their sign. They're using a poster board, and the color that they have written their sign with is like light yellow and orange. You can barely see their sign. And I feel like saying to them, this is a really good thing that you're doing, because at least you're showing initiative to try to make some money. But I don't know if it borders panhandling or not, you know? Oh, Diana does too. My pet peeve is first annual. Oh, well, that's like, you mean because first and annual kind of cancel each other out? Yeah, that's true. First annual. Yeah, why do people say that? Well, because it's something that but wouldn't that be okay? Because it's an annual thing, but it's the first time they're going to have it. No? Diana goes all grammar teacher on everybody. Yeah, right? I don't know. I hesitate to comment about this because one time I was commenting about something like this and I was criticized by somebody. So I understand that maybe people are not the best at it, but there is spell check. Oh, inaugural. Yes, okay. That is correct, Lynn. I mean, it could be like an oxymoron. Hey, speaking of words, is anyone else wondering inside their little head here how long that post is going to continue, that thread is going to go on in the Just Color group? The one where you add, take a word away and leave another word. Has anyone said to themselves, how long is this going to last? I can't believe it's been going on since August 1st. Today is August 19th. 19 days. Are we going to make it to the Guinness Book of World Records? I wanted to do, Carol tried to do another one where it was who would you least like being stuck in an elevator with, and it didn't catch on like the other one. So, I mean, I guess we're going to leave it, right? We're going to leave it. All right, so I'm going to take the end of the, side of my blue. I'm actually going to take the paper off. We're going to strip this crayon down. See if I can get this paper off. Boy, this is stuck. Stuck. All right, what else can I tell you before we leave? Because I have somebody coming to do some work at my house at supposedly 11 to 1. We'll see. I don't want to hold my breath. Another thing, if I was in charge of, it would be much better. I want to tell you about, Dogs and Puppies, right? Check out while I'm doing this. I'm going to do a flip through while I'm trying to do this. Dogs and Puppies book is now on Amazon. Finally. It took forever and a day. It should continue. I'm going to let it continue. Hey, Nick. Hope all is well. Glad I'm able to catch a live for a moment. Hey, good to see you, Nick. So my Dogs and Puppies coloring book is out. And if you have not made it into this book, and you have submitted a dog photo on my Facebook page or on the Just Color coloring group, hang tight. And I have gotten back to pretty much everyone, right? Did I get back to you, Nick? I think I've gotten back to you. I'm going to do another volume of this book because this was a lot of fun to draw. I just had to say, okay, enough. Like, no more dogs right now because I've got to start drawing it. So all of these dogs, here's Diana's dog, Domino. Isn't it adorable? And Mamie's dog, Zen Zen, and Sean's dog, Griffin. Kathy's dogs, Lizzie and Dakota. There's my little Ollie. He's my little dog nephew. Ryder, Cooper, and Winston. So cool, right? Okay, good, Nick. Do you have a Great Dane, don't you? Is that what it is? Is it a Great Dane dog? I was thought we should do like the oxymoron post. That would be kind of cool. Buckeye and Zoe, there's Julie's dogs, Beer, Chelsea, and Z. This dog, if you ever saw this, when you look at the back of the book and you see all of the photographs that were submitted from all of the dogs, and you look at this guy, little guy Z, oh my goodness. Hey, I might not remember your name, but I will remember what kind of dog you have or what your dog's name is, right? I remember nothing else, but I'll remember that. I can remember everybody's, Barkley and Sally are Lisa's dogs, and Zeus belongs to Naomi. These are my dogs, actually. I'm going to show you the picture of these three. These three dogs, Scarlett and Paisley never met Georgia, but Georgia was the first dog who's in the middle, and Willie was the second dog for a while. And then May was my very first English setter. So for a while I had like a combination of different dogs. We took them for their photograph, for their professional photo for this, Bev. It was hysterical. It was my mom and I, and my niece was with me, and I'm on one side and my niece is on the other side, and we're holding them. But they posed for this professional photo. I have a big picture of it. So this is Georgia, Willie, and May, and here they are, Willie, Georgia, and May in this page. And Georgia passed away in 2011, and that's when Scarlett came to me. And then, so for a while I had Scarlett, Willie, and May. And then after Willie passed away, then I just had Scarlett and May. And then finally I had Paisley joined our family. And then I had Paisley, Scarlet, and May. And now I have Scarlet and Paisley. So, I feel like there should be, no, I don't even want to say it, but I do sometimes feel like there should be a third dog because it'll just keep the connection, you know? It's like a dog collection. But anyway, these three are dear to my heart, so they had to be included in that book. Anyway, that's what's happening with that. They were amazing, 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 great dogs. Willie, Georgia, and May. And then Java and Bella. Mary Hannah's dog. Yeah, the background is kind of Impressionism. I wish the photographer was still in business, but she's not, because I would love to take Scarlett and Paisley to have their picture taken like that. But they take a lot of pictures. I mean, these three dogs were before like iPhones, and I mean, Paisley's like the iPhone dog. Paisley knows pose for the camera, and I just take her picture. But and she takes a really good picture. But that was before, you know. That was back in the day, you know, way back. I mean, Willie and Georgia were like were both born in 1998, so that was a while ago. I can't even believe it was that long ago. Anyway, 20 years ago, right? Okay, so now I am just giving this kind of a light color. So if you want to learn more about this whole Impressionism technique, you can check it out in my book, The Coloring Handbook, Volume 1. And, of course, there's Volume 2 and Volume 3 now, and it would make a complete awesome set, right? The next color along, what are we doing for the next color along? We only have a few more weeks for this book because we are ending this book on September 2nd. Color along Volume 17 will begin. We actually only have 2 more weeks of this book. Wow. Can you even believe it? We have 2 more weeks. I can't even believe that. We have a grayscale page coming up next week, and then the last week is monochromatic with some candles. And then we begin volume 17 on September 16th. So we're going to skip a week in the midst of all of it. Watch for me doing a live video over the weekend when Dogs and Puppies arrives on my doorstep. And that's about it. Oh, I know what I wanted to give you is the link to the group that is, let me give you that. I wanted to invite everybody to this Creative Souls Collective group that I'm part of. And we're going to be starting with some auctions over by, here's the link. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't do that right. Hold on a second. Hopefully you can join this group. And even if you join and you just want to kind of look around, see what's happening, share with your friends. And I'm part of this group with a few different artists. Deborah Muller's one of them. Nola Hensel, we all know Nola. A couple of other artists. And we're going to be, it has nothing to do with coloring. We're just going to be dealing with jewelry and paintings. And I'm working on this, this fiber arts. So here's one of them that I had done. It's just, that was my very first one, actually. And then I practiced with other stuff. So these are the types of items that I'm actually going to be have available. These landscape style. I've got a couple more that I'm working on today. These are small. These are only like 5 by 5. Yes, Nick. Please join in on the group. We're inviting people to the group, and on September 1st, we're going to start out with some auctions. So rather than just saying, this is what I have for sale, we're going to be auctioning off some different things. So these are fiber arts. They're made with just wool for these. They're only like 5 by 5. I'm going to be selling these in a frame. I'm going to have several of them like this, just this type of landscape. You can these can be hung on a wall. They can be framed. I'm not sure if I'm going to hang them. I think these are going to go in a frame, and I think I'm going to be making the frames myself rather than purchasing a frame. Or you can put them in a, okay, awesome. You can put them, thank you, Nick, and share it out with your friends. Because we want to see just how, this is kind of a little bit of an experiment for us. I know that Nola is going to be selling some resin things, some different products that she makes with resin. And Deborah Muller is going to be selling some paintings. And then we have a couple other artists, that are selling different items. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be nothing to do with coloring. So because a lot of us all are in the coloring book world, but we also work with different mediums. So I'll also be selling some paintings and maybe some other types of like hand painted type gifts. So, but I really want to kind of focus on either, so it'll be, my medium will either be paint or be fiber. So it's more of a fiber arts type thing. This one actually was done with the wool like this. And then this part right here where you kind of see this brown, you can actually touch it. And this was done with twine. So it makes it look like it's really kind of like hanging off it, and it's gives it more of a grassy look. This one, again, the same type of thing with wool. And even though the stems are with wool, it kind of looks like yarn, but it's not. So, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope everyone has a great day. Be careful out there. Now that we all know where west is, we'll all be, thank you very much, Bev. Now that we all know where west is in our house, then we can, we'll all be safe, right? Have a great day, everyone. I will see everyone next week for the next color along. See you soon.